what is up, music community? Raul here, back at it with a new video. And this one's going to be another update. First update of 2021. Not the first video of 2021. I made a contest entry a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. It was for Andy Cloudy Milder's 1,000 subscribers contest. And like I said, this one's going to be the first update of the year. I got one record, probably about 5 CDs, and one cassette to show you guys. A good amount of variety, mostly metal obviously, but good variety in metal genres, and even a little non-metal, so that should be interesting. Before I get on with it though, there are a few response videos I'm planning on making sometime next month. I'm just waiting on some CDs and records to come in as well to probably make those response videos a little easier, especially Thomas from Merciful Metal. He has this not a contest, but he has this thread he's starting where he wants you to name as many albums from a particular country as you can. And hopefully I'm gonna get the CDs in time for that video. If not, I'll just probably end up making that video anyways. And like I said, there's a few other contests I might try to get involved in, and a few other response videos I might try to get involved in too. But without further ado, guys, let's get on with the video itself. Alright, so the first album I'm going to show you guys here is Girls' School's Screaming Blue Murder from 1982. And before I talk about this album, you guys more than likely have noticed that I changed the background. That wall is still has all my, like, that big Megadeth poster. But eventually I want to get this wall done as well. I want to get some like power metal flags, maybe some black metal flags. And also just rearrange stuff around, and just occasionally, you know, just switch locations. Do that one, do this side, and do this side right here. So yeah, I got these flags from eBay. Super glad to have them. But anyways, now to the record itself. Awesome record. I was listening to a lot of Girls' School. I only have one album by them, Play Dirty. Well, besides this one, I only have Play Dirty. I got this one, ordered it. It was at a pretty reasonable price on eBay. eBay's where I buy most of my music. I don't really go on Amazon anymore. I found this for a pretty decent price, and honestly, I just like buying vintage copies of albums more than like reissues, represses. Not saying this is an OG press, like first press, but it's definitely a vintage one for sure. And yeah, like I said, I just prefer vintage copies. Not much to see there, just plain white lyrics right there. And the little insert sleeve is kind of messed up. I'm just going to take it out and set it to the side. Yeah, hear that? Not good. Oh well, it's not like it was that cool in there. Anyways, just standard black vinyl. Plays great, no scratches, no issues with it. Fantastic new wave of British heavy metal, though. I'm definitely planning and hoping to get a whole lot more by Girls' School. Like I said, I had Play Dirty prior to this one, and Play Dirty definitely had a different vibe to it, but it still had a very similar vibe at the same time. Girls' School have a very, like, Motorhead-y feel to them, and as a matter of fact, they used to hang out a lot with the guys from Motorhead. Here they even gave Lemmy a shout-out for finding Jill, their bass player. Really good album, though. I think I might like Play Dirty a little more, though. But some good songs to check out here. Scream Blue Murder, Hellraiser, my favorite song on the album. When Your Blood Runs Cold, You Got Me. Obviously, Don't Call It Love. You know, there's probably about like 3, 4, maybe 5 songs I really like on this album. Not really any bad songs. Like I said, it has a very bluesy, kind of punky Motorhead feel to it. So if you haven't heard of Girls' School or haven't listened to them before and you like Motorhead, definitely check them out. You might actually like them. Guys, so for the first cassette I'm going to show here, and only cassette for this update, I ordered a whole lot more cassettes from eBay. I really want to step up my cassette collection. But we got Sepultura's debut album, Morbid Visions. Not sure if there's a glare there. I don't think so. Yeah, Morbid Visions by Sepultura. Not sure which year it came out in. I want to say 86 or 87. For sure it came out after Seven Churches by Possessed, and like right before Scream Bloody Gore by Death. And honestly speaking, you know, this is definitely very thrashy, absolutely, but I'm thinking it might actually be like an old school death metal album. I don't know. Me personally, I don't get into that whole who was the first death metal band, you know, Death or Possessed. Me, I just enjoy the music. I haven't listened to this album in a week or so, and as a matter of fact, this was a first U.S. press. According to the seller on eBay, it was a first U.S. press. Not sure which year the U.S. first started pressing this album, but really solid album. I would definitely say it's a death metal album. Definitely has very thrashy riffs, mostly thrashy riffs. The production's really solid. And so far, this is the only album I own by Sepultura. I'm definitely looking forward to getting a whole lot more by these guys. And definitely listening to this album a whole lot more. I might actually spin it in the car later on. Who knows? But yeah, Morbid Visions by Sepultura. I don't have a whole lot to say about it other than, to me, it's death metal. Definitely has very thrashy elements to it. And yeah, that's about all I can say for this album. Really solid album, though. Check it out, guys. Alright, guys. Next album I'm going to show you guys here is the black metal. I was going to say death metal. The black metal titan Transylvanian Hunger by Dark Throne from 1994. Actually wearing the shirt right now. I think I wore this shirt last update I did as well. Solid fucking album. This was, I guess, my intro to black metal right here. Not the whole album, like it would be a little bit later before I listened to the whole album, but the first song, Transylvanian Hunger, the title track, was my exposure to black metal. Second wave black metal anyways. I think I was listening to Venom before that. Venom, Celtic Frost, stuff like that. But yeah, this was like the album that got me like really into black metal. Some really solid songs on here. Most of the songs are in Norwegian, actually. Really sorry if there's a glare though, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to control the glare. Sorry about it though, guys. Most of the songs are in Norwegian. Like, I cannot fucking read most of these songs right here. Transylvanian Hunger, obviously. As Filter Mice as Satan's Spies, definitely. My favorite song on here, though, besides Transylvanian Hunger, the song Ian Hall Mid Flesk Og Miad, something like that. No idea what the hell that means. Really solid song. Not a bad song on this album. This album has a very different feel from Under a Funeral Moon and A Blaze in the Northern Sky. Actually, I might later on get a different copy of this because this is just a standard jewel case CD, but my copy of A Blaze in the Northern Sky, got it back here, came in this very like hard, like booklet type thing, 2-disc set. Might later on actually upgrade to more of this one right here. I just think it looks way cooler. And I'm definitely looking to step up the Dark Throne collection. I have Under a Funeral Moon on vinyl. Definitely want to get it on CD as well. And then after that, I might get Soulside Journey. That was their first album. I heard that first album was a bit more of like a death metal album with like black metal influences in it. But yeah, for right now, the three big Dark Throne albums I already own. A Blaze in the Northern Sky, Under a Funeral Moon, and Transylvanian Hunger. After this one, I believe they put out Panzerfaust. I'm not too sure. I'm definitely going to have to look into Dark Throne's discography. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting a whole lot more by Dark Throne. Right now, I couldn't tell you which one's my favorite Dark Throne album. They all have very different vibes to them. I might go Under a Funeral Moon. This one was, like I said, those three Dark Throne albums, Blaze in the Northern Sky, Transylvanian Hunger, and Under a Funeral Moon. Great, solid albums. Not really any weak tracks on them, but I think Under a Funeral Moon might be my favorite one. Or A Blaze in the Northern Sky, or this one, like I said. I can't decide. They're just unique in their own ways. Awesome stuff. Definitely check this out if you're trying to get into black metal. If you're trying to get into black metal, this might be a good starting point for you. This was my starting point, so you might like it. Alright, so next album I'm going to show you guys here is 1998's Symphony of Enchanted Lands by Rhapsody. Now, this CD has been finding itself in my car almost every week. I started listening to Rhapsody summertime last year. I was getting really into Halloween, Blind Guardian, and I told myself I gotta find more stuff like this. And this was one of the bands that I got exposed to, you know, just looking up on YouTube bands related to those other bands. And it took me a little while to get used to Rhapsody. I mean, I liked them instantly, but it took me a little while to like fully appreciate what they were doing here. You know, this is not an album I would recommend to your average metalhead, your average thrasher, death metal fan, black metal, or traditional metal fan. Definitely would not recommend this album to you guys unless you're already really into power metal or symphonic metal. This album definitely does go a little bit more on the symphonic side. Lots and lots of keyboards, violins, and just something very symphonatic, if that's even a word, as the fucking name of the album implies, Symphony of Enchanted Lands. They just go all out. The singer, his vocals are, I wouldn't say operatic, but they're just super clean, super, like, really, he has a really good singing voice. Like, you actually have to listen to this to really get what I'm trying to say. They definitely have a very Italian style to their music as well. You know, very Renaissance-y, like, Italian style. And they are from Italy, so that's definitely why. This is actually a Korean press also. They got even Korean letters right here. A lot of cool stuff on this album. Apart from the super fucking awesome cover art, you just get all these other cool little things in here. See, this whole thing is in Korean. Definitely cannot read Korean. Just a whole lot of goodies here, a story right there. You know, and some of the parts in this album can definitely be kind of cringe as well, especially the little talking in between it. Like before the song Eternal Glory, there's this little part where it says, "Yes, mighty warrior," and just goes on to talking like that. Those parts can be a little cringe, but they grew on me as well after a while. Really good stuff. I checked out Rhapsody's first album here on YouTube as well. Really liked it. Definitely liked this one a whole lot more. This definitely shifted my music taste a little more into symphonic metal. I still love power metal. Right now, power metal is my favorite subgenre of metal. It has been for the past 6-7 months. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting a whole lot more stuff like this. I really appreciate all that keyboard, just choir singing, and violins and stuff like that. It's just an epic album. Not one bad song on here. There's maybe like one weak-ish track, but even that track is just awesome. Check this album out if you like power metal. If you're, like I said, if you're just a thrasher, death metal, traditional fan, probably not the album for you. But if you're already into power metal and you're looking to expand your music taste, give this album a shot. Especially the songs Eternal Glory, Emerald Sword, and the last song, Symphony of Enchanted Lands. Just super epic album. I can't say enough nice things about it. Can't wait to get more stuff by these guys. Alright, now we're going into some death metal right here. Old school death metal. Last One on Earth by Asphyx. Definitely in my top 3 death metal albums. Just the singing style, I don't even know how to describe it. It sounds like Obituary on steroids, honestly. They definitely emphasize that slow stuff, the slow parts. And like I said, the vocals are really just what caught my attention into this album. I'm not really sure which year this album came out in. I want to say 93. Not too sure. Only thing I'm sure about is that this album kicks some serious ass. The first song, opening song, MS Bismarck, it just has that very crunchy guitar tone that a lot of the Swedish death metal bands had. These guys are from Holland, actually, I believe. But they have that same guitar tone that, I guess, Entombed and Grave and Dismember are famous for. Just really crunchy guitar tone. Amazing production. And like I said, those vocals are just out of this world. Like, it sounds almost like death metal growls, but like almost as if the singer was out of breath. I don't know how to describe them. But the vocals were really what got my attention to this album. I was listening to this album a whole lot on YouTube, especially during my workouts. Solid workout album, by the way. And I told myself, you know what, screw it. I pulled the trigger on it, saw it for a pretty decent price on eBay. And now I have it. Really glad I have this album. Definitely looking forward to getting more stuff by Asphyx. They actually put out an album this year, this month actually. Definitely going to be looking forward to getting that album too. Like I've said in many comments on people's videos when they were talking about their top 20, top 30 favorite albums from last year. I would tell them, you know what, I didn't keep up with too many of the new releases this year, but next year for sure I'm going to be keeping up with a lot more new releases. I already ordered a few new releases. They still haven't gotten here, obviously. That's the sucky thing. If you are going to order stuff online, don't order it all at once. Order it little by little. That way you can get a steady flow of packages coming in maybe every couple days instead of waiting like 2 weeks for them to come in, right? But really solid album, guys. Definitely looking forward to getting more stuff by Asphyx. If you're trying to get into death metal, check out this album right here. The singer's voice is out of this world. Awesome. Alright, and last, but certainly not least, is 1993's Siamese Dreams by the Smashing Pumpkins. I was going to say Cherub Rock. That's the beginning song. That's my favorite song on this album. Now, I had this album on cassette prior to this. I mean, I still have it on cassette, but a few years ago I was listening to it on tape, and the tape player chewed it up really badly. I mean, there's been times where it's chewed it up a little bit, but it's fixable, but this one was just no going back from it. Still have it, though. It looks really nice on cassette. And now I have it on CD. Found it on Amazon for probably about like $3. Has a crack there, but it's no big deal for me, honestly. Plays great. 90s alternative essential, though. Just 90s essential in general. Anything by the Smashing Pumpkins. They're one of my favorite alternative rock bands. And if you know me, you know, besides metal, I have a big love for, like, alternative rock. Mostly 90s rock. I mean, grunge. I grew up on grunge. Alice in Chains, Nirvana, stuff like that. Soundgarden. And the Smashing Pumpkins are just fantastic. This album just has a really awesome vibe. I don't know what's up with Billy Corgan. He just really knows how to write, like, the perfect alternative rock riffs. Like, Cherub Rock, that riff is just out of this world. Hummer, that is another great example of Billy Corgan's riff writing ability. Same thing with Today, that little din, din, din. I mean, I'm not even going to try to do it. But yeah, really good stuff here. Silverfuck, Soma, Space Boy, Mayonnaise. Dude, not one bad song on this album. Like I said, 90s essential. So I'm going to show you the nice little stuff in the booklet right here. Same stuff that's in the cassette. But yeah, really good album. I do have Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness on CD. That album's like an hour and a half long, though. I mean, I'm not trying to sit down and listen to an album for 2 hours, though. This album's probably just about 40 minutes long. Really good time. Nothing but good songs on it. And another thing, if I'm going to listen for an album for like 2 hours, at least make sure most of the songs are like awesome. Not saying Melancholy was a bad album, but you know, just 2 hours. I don't want to listen to filler for like most of that time. If I'm going to be listening to an album for 2 hours, it's going to be because that album just kicks ass from start to finish. Very little filler, and I feel like there's hardly any filler here. Like I said, the guitar tone is amazing. The riffs are the stars of this album. Billy Corgan, like I said, vocal melodies are good, but the riffs, I don't know what's up with Billy Corgan. He was just really good at writing grunge riffs. Check this out, though. I mean, more than likely, everyone's heard of this album, but check it out if for whatever reason you haven't already. 90s essential, guys. Alright guys, and that about did it for this video. I showed probably about 5-6 albums in this video. I have probably like 5 more albums that I have here that are new. But honestly, why make the video even longer? And, you know, this will also give me more albums to show in future updates as well. Because right now what I'm trying to do is buy like 1 album per genre or subgenre. You know, I'll try to buy like 1 thrash album, 1 death metal album, 1 traditional metal album, and so on. You know, that way maybe there's a little bit for everyone to enjoy here as well. And you know, there are times when if I see something for a very good deal on eBay, I'll definitely pick it up regardless of what the genre is. And speaking of eBay, I'm probably not going to be buying too much music next month, which is totally cool because I got probably about 4 or 5 albums coming in the mail, and I got maybe another 5 right there. But yeah, we all have those shopping binges, for lack of a better word. Every once in a while, you know, you get some money and you're like, you know what, now I'm going to buy all this. And when you do finish buying it, I guess in a sense, I'm trying to say buyer's remorse. We all have that from time to time, but it's all good as long as it's from time to time. And yeah, I'm probably not going to buy too many new albums next month because I already ordered a whole lot more this month and they haven't come in yet. And yeah, that's about it for this video. And, you know, I might make some more videos later on because there are quite a few contests going on here in the VC and a few threads going on as well that sound like a lot of fun and I really want to get involved in. But for right now, that's all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see ya.